G'day YouTube, 1MJ here and welcome back. Alright, bit of a late one, so I had a few things to do this morning, so late video. So Thursday afternoon here in Australia, and we can see the markets are down. Right, so 3.3%, which is not good, but not the end of the world. BTC dominance 43%, ETH dominance a little bit under 17%. And gas prices are non-applicable. I have no idea what's going on there, but I'll take it. Hopefully that means there are no gas prices whatsoever at the moment, but chances of that are probably pretty slim. All right, things not looking so good again at the moment. The market continues to go down, but what we need to remember is it's not down as low as what it's been. This has been down to $1.54 trillion, so we're still above the 1.5 trillion, but we've also gotten as high as about sort of 1.8 trillion in the not too distant past. So again, we're really ranging very similar to what Bitcoin's doing at the moment, in all fairness. All right, doesn't look pretty at the moment, but has anything done well? All right, there we go. AMP's done all right. It's up 4.5% and up 90% for 7 days. Quant doing all right, so up nearly 16% and up nearly 66% in the last 7 days. So there are a couple of outliers, and we can see some other coins that have done all right in the last 24 hours. I mean, Waves, there you go, also going up over the last 7 days. Oh, excuse me, something in my throat. And Engine Coin, nice, also doing not too bad over the last 7 days. But considering the market's down overall 3.3%, I'm guessing there's probably going to be some things that haven't fared so well. But again, probably no massive losses considering it's only a small loss there. All right, Shiba Inu, so down 7.6%, up still almost 12.5% anyway last 7 days. Probably got a lot to do with the Coinbase listing, usually gets a Coinbase pump. Polygon really just kind of ranging sideways, sitting around that kind of $1.50 mark. It gets down to $1.49, get up to $1.52-ish thereabouts, but kind of going sideways. The graph, lost a little bit, down over 7 days, but again, we can see a number of coins look like they've kind of bottomed at the moment. Synthetics Network taking a bit of a beating over the 7 days, but other than that, not too bad. And again, it's been down as low as I think got down to nearly $8 something, and then got as high as $11 or $12. So again, more of a ranging period. Again, everything's very similar to Bitcoin at the moment, but slightly more volatile for a lot of the alts. All right, what I wanted to focus on is this. So Mark Cuban hit by apparent DeFi rug pull. The DeFi space, that's what I want to focus on today. I love the DeFi space. I think there's some really, really good projects out there, but unfortunately, it's the hot kind of topic at the moment. It was NFTs just before, previously, and DeFi before, and everyone's expecting, this DeFi summer to come, and I kind of expect it to come as well. Be very, very careful with all these new DeFi projects. I'm not saying no good DeFi projects can come out in the not too distant future. They absolutely could. But this reminds me of 2017 when the ICO boom went. There was just ICO after ICO after ICO. And unfortunately, literally about 90-something% of them were just absolute crap, disappeared, and you never heard from them again. Rug pulls and projects that just died. It's easy for projects to seem really, really good in a bull run because their price just keeps going up and they're just, making money hand over fist. You're going to know whether they're good, whether they can, make it through both the bull market, which everyone can make it through. It's super easy, but whether they can then make it through the next bear market as well. Because if they can make it through the bull, properly prepare to have enough money and funds to continue to innovate and, develop through a bear market, that's usually the signs of a project that's going to last. So far, a lot of these DeFi projects are not that. They are all very, very new, and they just, we'll have to wait and see. So Iron Finance was the one that he got involved in. All right. Building a multi-chain, partial collateralized algorithmic stablecoin ecosystem. 20,000 followers on Twitter alone. That doesn't mean only 20,000 people invested. That just means 20,000 people following on Twitter who probably most likely all invested. Now it says here, since the price of Titan has fallen to 0, the contract does not allow for redemptions. We will need to wait for 12 hours for the time lock to pass before USDC redemptions are possible again. Alright, 12 hours passes. How much USDC can you get from $0? You can't get anything. So big problem here. Now we can go and have a look at the Titan token itself from Iron Finance. Just completely fell off a cliff and went to nothing, and now literally trading not fully at zero. Again, that's what it is right now, but basically zero. There's no liquidity in it. All the money's gone. We'll have to wait and see whether it was a legit rug pull or there was some bug in the code or something and someone hacked it and stripped it. But at the moment, things are looking pretty grim. And again, even Mark Cuban, very, very smart guy who's put money into a lot of really good things, even he may have been rug pulled. Not too sure yet, because it says apparent DeFi rug pull. Could be just a glitch in the system or something. We'll have to wait and see. Now, what I want to do though is we go over here, Iron Finance collapse. Okay, that's great, but now we're going 3 days ago, earning 3,500 a day on Iron Finance. Iron Finance case study, making the bull and bear case. Hopefully some smart thinking there, but unfortunately we go down and we see things like get insane gains with Matic yield farming Iron Finance. Now, it's not Matic Polygon's fault that these guys maybe did a rug pull. They can't vet everything. They are simply a layer that other people can get on, so it's not their fault. It's like Ethereum. They can't vet every program that ever comes out. It's just impossible. The blame lies solely with the dev and the teams, and not the Ethereum dev and teams, the people who are building these coins. So another one, get insane gains with Matic yield farming. I don't do hardly any yield farming. I stay right away from it because unfortunately there's been a ton of these. You go and put your liquidity on there and it looks like you're making unbelievable gains at first, and then very, very quickly it all just disappears and you lose your money. How I 3x my money on Iron Finance, beginner's guide, a bit of a worry. Now this one says it all. Complete guide to my $1 million Matic Aave Iron Finance play. I'm going to get my first mil. Now look, I hope for this person, team or whatever, that they got a mil and got out, but I somehow doubt it considering this video came out a day ago and it's just completely tanked. Insane gains on Iron Finance, part 2, double tipping, 4.4% compounding and all the rest of it. And you can go down and it's just endless videos, 6,000% yield farming stable coins and all this kind of stuff. DeFi is such a risky place. Cryptos Are Us really like his video, so we can go over here. Today I want to focus on crypto. There's a lot of really crappy stuff out there in all fairness, and we're going to have a look at that basically right now, but there is some real gold in there. Now, again, I'm only going to offer you my personal opinion. It's never financial advice. I'm going to show you some of the projects that I like, and they generally have been around for a while. Not all of them, but generally they've shown that they can make it through, the bear market and also the bull market, because anyone can make it through a bull market. It's super easy. It's whether they can make it through a bear market. So these are the top 100 DeFi coins by market capitalization. This is just the top 100. And we can see, Uniswap, Chainlink, DAI, Aave, and look, we can just scroll down. Have a look at all these different kind of DeFi programs. I can tell you right now, the chances are 90% of these aren't going to be around in a few years' time. That's page 1. That's the top 100. Right, now we're going into the top 200. I mean, it just keeps going. Harvest Finance, all sorts of things. Just endless. All sorts of stuff. DeFi top 5 index. And again, there's pages and pages more of this stuff. So the DeFi space literally reminds me of the 2017 ICO craze. Everyone was going crazy, throwing all sorts of money at whatever ICO was coming out, thinking they were going to make a ton of money. And I did it too. I can tell you right now, I did it. Out of all the ICOs that I got into in 2017, and look, I didn't get into that many. I was more investing in the individual coins, but all the ICOs that I invested in, none of them did well. None of them. I probably got involved in, invested in like maybe 8 or 10, I think, and literally not one of them has really done anything. Unlucky, I guess. I mean, some of them are still around, but they aren't really doing too much, and their price hasn't really done a whole lot during this bull run either. So that is what we need to be very, very careful of. These DeFi coins, they're just coming hot and fast at the moment, because particularly last year, when we had our DeFi summer, everyone wanted in, and we had DeFi, after DeFi project coming out. And we've had a number of rug pulls. It's not like Iron Finance is the only one. There's been ones done, both on, one on Polygon now that I know of. Probably a number of them done on Ethereum. Definitely a number of them have been done on the Binance Smart Chain. And it's none of their fault. Ethereum cannot vet everyone who's going to build on Ethereum. Polygon cannot vet everybody that's going to build on their platform. Binance can't vet everyone that's going to build on their smart chain. It's just impossible. They wouldn't have the time. No one would ever be able to get on. I'm sure they do some kind of vetting process, but probably, nowhere near enough. And unfortunately, a ton of people have lost their money. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go and show you the projects that I like. Now, this is not financial advice. This is just my personal opinion. Please do your own research before you go diving into any of these kind of projects. All right, Uniswap. Really like Uniswap. Now, they haven't been around for that long, so we haven't seen them, kind of make it through a bear market yet, but I like that they started with airdrops. They built their platform, they did a whole stack of airdrops for people who are using it, and they've just continued to grow. They really are, kind of set the standard for these, kind of DEXs and things like that. Now, look, a number of other, Uniswap, kind of clones have come out since. SushiSwap, we've got QuickSwap and all sorts of stuff. And I'm not saying none of those are any good, but I just like Uniswap. They set the standard. I'm glad that they've now patented what they've done. And there is talk that you are going to be able to stake your Uniswap tokens on Uniswap and earn some of the fees. Hence why I'm buying some Uniswap tokens. I really like the idea of that. So for me, Uniswap, that's something I'm investing in. Not going too crazy into it because they haven't been through a bear market yet. They only really know a bull market. So I'm not throwing, the kitchen sink at it, but I like Uniswap. They've got a development, core group behind them. They have a support group. They continue to grow. They continue to innovate. But again, we'll have to wait and see. And they're moving on to version 3, whether they're going to, make it through a bear market. But I like Uniswap. Aave. They literally have been around for a long time now. They used to be the Aave or the LEN token converted into Aave, but they also have a financial regulator's license from over in Europe. I really like that. It shows that they're growing. It shows that they're, legit. Now, again, this is just my personal opinion. Doesn't mean that they are. They could disappear, but I just get the feeling like they're going to be around. They already have been around for a while. They continue to develop. They continue to innovate. They've jumped onto Polygon. You use Aave on the Polygon network. It's super cheap. Fees are really, really low. So for me, Aave is going to be a long-term hold. I will sell at least half of any token that I have other than Bitcoin and Ethereum. I will sell bits of those at certain prices, but every other token that I have, I plan on selling, 50%, if not more. Aave, I will sell 50%, but I won't sell more because I believe in Aave, and I'm going to hold on to that token long term. Uniswap, still considering it. I guarantee I'll probably sell about, maybe sort of half of it, but it will sort of depend on some other things as well. I haven't seen them around long enough to really say that I want to hold them long term yet, but I like what they're doing. Right, another token that I will hold long term and I fundamentally believe in, and I really like the project and everything that they're doing. And again, they've got a community behind them. So Synthetics Network token, the derivatives, market is unbelievably big, and I think crypto fundamentally is still super early. I think Synthetics Network will likely be around for a very long time, and over that time, the price of their token will do extremely well. But don't get me wrong, they're still going to be super volatile with the rest of the space. This was up at $28 not that long ago, and now look where we are, $9.32. So the volatility's still there, and I was buying at $24 and $23 and $20, and look, even I still make mistakes. I don't think it's a mistake long term. I just think short term that wasn't the smartest, but I will continue to buy Synthetics Network. It's something I'll likely hold very long term, but I still plan on selling basically half of what I have. So I really like Synthetics Network token. That is something I plan to hold long term. Ren, again, big fan of it. They are their own kind of chain, and they bring Bitcoin over to not only Ethereum, so wrapped Ren BTC, but they can also bring it over to Polkadot. So again, a bridging sort of network. Really like Ren. They've been around for a while. They haven't done amazingly well price wise, but I still like the project. Again, same kind of thing though. I plan on selling half of all my Ren, but then the other half I will hold on to. Now another one, Kyber Network, and there's big news about Kyber Network. They are actually now, the vote has come in. They are moving over to the Polygon network, so they are going to be offering, I think it's 30 million worth of rewards, both on Polygon network and the Ethereum network as well. Now this is the old coin that they have, so Kyber Network Crystal Legacy. The new Kyber Network token is just KNC. This is the old token. So go over to kyber.dao.com, I think is the address for where you got to go and get it changed over. I've already done it. What I like about Kyber Network is when you stake with them, they actually pay you in ETH. Now, unfortunately, due to the ETH gas fees and all the rest of it, it was just chewing them up. Now, you can't stake. You can stake at the moment, but there's just no rewards. It's been put on pause until they get everything sorted, and particularly moving on to Polygon Network and that. But that's what I like about them. You get paid in ETH. I really like ETH. Most of you would know that. So again, this is a coin that I've been in for quite some time now. They came out back in 2017, I think. So they've been through a bull market, been through a bear market, coming through another bull market right now. So I get the feeling they're going to be around long term, but their marketing has been a little bit off, and they really did fall behind on getting these layer 2 solution stuff sorted out, because basically I couldn't use Kyber Network for months. The ETH was there, my rewards were there, I just couldn't afford to take it because I was losing more in transaction fees than I was getting in my rewards. So glad that Kyber Network has moved to get on top of that, and so we'll have to wait and see. I probably will keep hold of half of my Kyber Network and only sell half, but again, I have to wait and see. But this is a project that I have liked for a long time. I'm just now holding judgment about whether it's a long-term hold. All right, so we've looked at some of the things that I think are pretty good long-term holds. Again, Uniswap, I get the feeling it is going to be a good long-term hold, still just not fully sold on it. And again, Kyber Network, I need to see what's going to happen with the new platform. Now we're going to have a look at some of the newer DeFi platforms that I have invested in. So again, I've invested in all of these. I've put my money where my mouth is. I'm not simply telling you about stuff I haven't put money in, and I am down 30-40% on some of these, particularly these next two. And I'm not panicking. I still like the teams. I still like what they're about. But please go out and do your own research. Don't simply copy what I'm doing. All right, Alpha Finance. So this got a pretty good score. What is it? Token Metrics. That's where I picked this up. The Token Metrics team. I really like Token Metrics. Link down below. I like their site. Gives you, I should say, some pretty good information there. Now again, they're not the be all and end all, but I picked up Alpha Finance from there, so I jumped on board. I thought I'd got in at a good price. Unfortunately, I hadn't. It's gone down another 40%. I still like the platform. I like what they're doing. I like what they're about. But again, we'll have to wait and see. They haven't, they've been hit really, really hard, and we'll have to see whether they've got that kind of really, longevity about them. Because look, they've been around since November last year, so they got this big, massive pump like everything else, and now they're really selling off. But all I saw was $2.93 was their all-time high, and I think I bought it about sort of 90 cents or a dollar, around about there. Now it's down to 61 cents. So for me, I haven't panic sold anything. I didn't bet the house on it. I'm just going to let this money ride and see what happens. And look, again, I may even put some more into Alpha Finance and then bring my total sort of loss down a little bit. So then when it pumps, it's easier to make those gains. And last but not least, Terra Luna, another project that I like. And again, got a pretty good code review on Token Metrics. And $6.17, I think I bought it at just a little bit more. But what I did look at was, I think I bought it $7-8 thereabouts. $22. So basically, this is a 3x from its old all-time high. Again, they got a good team behind them and things like that. You know, we have to wait and see, you know, can they weather a full market? They've been around since September, well, a little bit before. What do we got here? So May 2019. So they kind of came out through a bear market, which is pretty good. They've shown they can make it through that. Now they're going through a bull market, but obviously a big retracement here. I just need to wait and see how they go after this bull market. You know, keep up with developments and sort of things like that. So these are the DeFi projects that I like, and I'm happy to have my money in. I don't go chasing, you know, any of this yield farming stuff. I really have stayed right away from it because I've just been super suspicious of it. It's that old saying, you know, if it feels like it's too good to be true, it probably is. Now that's hard for people from the old finance sector to come over to crypto because everything feels like it's too good to be true. But like if you go to some, you know, kind of platform and they're offering you, you know, anywhere from sort of 6 to maybe 12, 15% returns APY, that sounds fairly reasonable for the crypto space. But when you see these other things that are offering, you know, like 20, 30, 50, 100%, 1,000% APY, I just steer well clear of it. That just screams of rug pull to me. All right, so that's it from me today. Now you know what I like. I'm still a massive DeFi bull. I really am trying to build some good positions. Again, particularly Aave and Synthetics. They're probably my two main ones. Now look, when we go here, don't get me wrong. Oh, sorry, I need to go back to DeFi. Chainlink, got a good position in it. Don't really consider it DeFi though, so, you know, but still there. And also the Graph. Again, don't really consider it DeFi, but I have a position in that. I'm not sure I'll buy any more Graph. I really have built a good position in it. So there's a number of things down there. You know, you hear a lot of good stuff about Thorchain. Had a position in Maker, but again, felt like I'd kind of missed it. So lots of really good stuff in the DeFi space. But, you know, we just got to go down to here and go, all right, there's basically another 3 pages with probably 100 different projects on there of each, you know, another 100 projects times 4 pages. So much crap there. Please be very, very careful. All right, stay safe. Be kind to one another. If you're on that gain train at the moment, you've done well. You've outperformed the market, and I'll see you next time.